Hi there. Excellent. So I'm Dr. Norm Detillieu.
And I'm Remy Leroux, retired Bishop of Victoria.
Excellent. We're here on location at Bethlehem Centre. And I know that this is a place that's really near and dear to your heart, as it is with both of ours. And as the saying goes, you know, we're nestled nicely in the wood, in the forest, but we're not out of the woods yet. And what we mean by that is that, yes, the center has transitioned. We've made this big leap, but the fundraising needs to continue for this place to survive. So I know a little bit about your background, Remy, and I know that you've had a lot to do with this place, but I thought you might take a couple of minutes and just share with our people why Bethlehem is so important to you. What has this center meant to you?
As soon as I was appointed as bishop here on the island, I became very interested and concerned about having a place where people could gather to develop their spirituality. And I'm very happy that after the difficult period of readapting, Bethlehem has a future.
Absolutely. And how many years did you work with Bethlehem here? How many services have you offered here?
I've been associated with Bethlehem from its very beginning. In fact, I was one of the people who was privileged in being able to get this place moving. And that's been going on for a quarter of a century.
Wow.
So it's been something very near and dear to my heart for a long time.
Yeah, as it has with so many people too. One of the things that I love so much about Bethlehem is it's ecumenical in nature, which was a new word for me. And when I was introduced to Bethlehem and the philosophy here, it just rang as true. I felt at home, and I felt that this was a place that was offering home for people really of all walks of life. Can you share just a bit about what ecumenical is and how that represents in Bethlehem?
Well, since I participated in the Second Vatican Council, ecumenism became very, very important for me. And I think it's very important for everybody in the world, because if we're going to live a life of peace and dedicated to justice, then we need inspiration and we need spiritual support. And that's why it's so important that there be a place that's readily accessible, a place that's comfortable, amenable, that is welcoming, where people can come and spend some time reflecting on the more important dimensions of life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just so fascinated when I first came. I was speaking both with you and also with some of the sisters that were here, and they would speak about their friends, the Buddhists, and their friends, the Quakers. And it was like we're all one family, and we could appreciate our differences and come together on what we align with and what is similar through the common thread through it all.
As a student, I spent 8 years studying with the Jesuits. They were very keen intellectuals. And I'll never forget one of their refrains, which they kept us thinking about, said, "A healthy mind in a healthy body is critical for anyone who wants to have a good life." Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a perfect tie-in that we're gathered here today to announce our For the Health of It fundraising campaign. And this is something that I'm, through the Lifehouse, we're spearheading. And we want to do what we can to ensure that Bethlehem is here for decades and generations to come. And I'm also encouraging you at home, if there's a fundraising that you can do to raise some money for the center, we're more than interested in that. So if you've got a campaign that you want to put together, go for it. But what we've done through the Lifehouse is we're offering an opportunity between now and the end of November, November 30th, for all people who are new to my office, an opportunity to come in for a first visit. And it's actually discounted first visit. Typically it's $100, and we're going to offer it for $60. And we're going to donate that $60 back to the center. So that's our way of raising some funds for the center. And, it's for the health of it, right? And so I consider myself a holistic chiropractor, and I wanted to offer Remy an opportunity to share with you what it's been like being under care with me. He's a patient of mine. He has been for a little while now. And, my work's a little different than what some people might think of chiropractic. And what has it been like for you being under care? What have been some of the benefits? And maybe you could share with our people just a bit about the process and what it's like working with me.
I've been very much enriched by my work with Norm, partly because he shows that kind of balance where the spiritual dimension, ideals, are equally important, where a healthy body can permit us to achieve things that we can't do if we're afflicted by illness. And what I particularly learned from him is the power of the body to regenerate itself, to rejuvenate itself, the importance of breath, the importance of appropriate exercise to keep us healthy and at peace with ourselves and with others.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying working with Remy. He's a very committed client of mine, and it's been incredible to see, somebody who's, I think you're 67 years old now, and even at that spry age that your body is able to make some improvements. It's been incredible.
I like your playing with figures. Actually, I'm going on 94. I'm not afraid to say so.
Yeah, 94. It's incredible.
At this age, one is a little more concerned about maintaining health than I was as a youth on the farm.
This is true. Yeah, it becomes so important to us, and really it is our most precious commodity. Consider for a moment, where would you be without your health, right? And it's something we so often take for granted until we might lose it or it becomes, threatened for us. But at 94 years, here's this man, and I know that you're flying off to Hawaii on Sunday, leaving on Sunday, to go and offer 3 weeks of presentations to a group of nuns over in Hawaii. So it's pretty spectacular how you're living your life as fully as you are. Definitely an inspiration to me, for sure.
They're a tiny community of Carmelites. Carmelites live a life of very serious, almost rigid discipline, and do an awful lot of prayer of intercession for everyone in the world, really. They are, by and large, above average achievers, women who have a lot of experience, although they're down now to a very small number. But I find it quite challenging to share with them and to dig a little deeper into the spirituality of their founders. They are women who are really open to the concerns of the world, but who show by their life and by their example their dedication, their piety, their spiritual strength, how important it is for us to achieve more than just the ordinary run-of-the-life things.
I think what you're speaking of is such a great thing to look at, and how what we do today can have ripple effects to literally thousands or millions down the road, and how important it is to take care of our health, to take care of our wellness so that we can be the best that we can be. And so Remy is a great example here at 94 years old, still, studying, writing talks, workshops, and the ripple effects of then bringing this to this group of nuns who are holding prayer and vigil for really the whole planet. I mean, this is really big stuff that we get to work on. So it's really lovely when and again, it comes back to taking care of ourselves. Where would we be without our health? So if you or somebody is interested in improving your health naturally and are looking for an integrated, holistic approach, that's what I do, okay? I work with a very specific, it's low-force work, it's gentle to receive. We work a lot with breath, we work with energy and posture, and we really help the client step into their own driver's seat of their own health. So it's very empowering to receive. And there's a lot that you include in that first visit. And we really see that as a taste test. It's an opportunity to come in and get a feel for who I am and how I might be able to support you. And by no means, there's no pressure with it. If you choose to continue on with it after that visit, that's great. We'd love to see you in the office and see how we can support you from there. But if not, that's okay too. So we really see this as a no pressure, no obligation taste test that you can come out and give our office a call to take action on that. It's 250-740-0333. And you can also share this post. You can comment and you can like it. You can message it to your friends if you have a friend who's been complaining about perhaps headaches or digestive issues or low energy or who knows what it might be, or maybe a family member who's been struggling. This is your opportunity to make an impact in their lives. So whether it's for you or a loved one, here's a great opportunity. We really see this as a win-win-win, a win for Bethlehem, a win for the client. We're going to be raising some funds, and this gives me an opportunity to give my gifts to the community as well. So thanks so much for that. Remy, thank you for your time today. Thanks for sharing a little bit more about your passion in life and your desire to continue to bring your message to the planet.
I found it enriching to work with you, Norman. I appreciate that very much. And there are not many professionals who so effectively and harmoniously integrate their search for deeper spiritual life with their career in the field of health.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you for recognizing that, because it's what I really feel, what I love so much about my work. Yeah, I say it's like where the rubber meets the road. It's a practical spirituality in that we can interweave it through the physical body and really help people experience some of the things that we may have only read in book, but actually then how does this apply to me in my body and in my life? And so thanks for seeing that. Right on. Excellent. Okay, I think we're good with that. Any
That's
final
fine.
thoughts?
No, just I appreciate the fact, Norm, that I've been enriched through my work with you. And I certainly hope that seeing spirituality from the broader perspective of including the healthy body as well as the healthy spirit will benefit a lot of people.
My goodness, for sure. Okay, well, on that note, sir, thanks for being you. Okay,
Thank you.
And we love you guys so much. Thank you for being part of the Bethlehem community. Thanks for doing your part in having this place continue to thrive. Okay, until next time, check it out. For the health of it, be well.